not trying to rob anyone from their barn find experience and just leave it like this so you can find treasure. The reason I have to clean this up is twofold. One, I need to accurately describe what the condition of this car is to someone who wants to buy it. And two, the keys are still missing. I'm looking for any documents, keys, paperwork, or anything. And I just, in my own self, who I am, I could not just turn this over to someone in good faith, not knowing if there's a gigantic hole right under here, which I don't think there is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just gently pick through it and then vacuum it this side and then go to the other side and do the same. Try to identify where this wiring goes or doesn't go, all in the hopes of making this car someone else's dream someday. So let's get to work. Now, I remember being in this car when I was young. I rode in it once when I was about 6. And I remember being near it and getting yelled at for playing near it. So this is as close as I've gotten to this car in my entire life. I'm just gonna go through, just kind of pick through. The carpeting, as you can see, it's just falling apart as I touch it. But there's a lot of debris under here. I don't know what it is. Wearing gloves. I don't have a respirator because I don't think any of it's mold. This is metal. So I'm gonna put that up here. It's a clip of some sort. There's some wiring here. Where it goes to. This looks like it says, maybe you can help that by. Looks like it says caramel. And it has ingredients, so it's obviously food. Looks like this is all stuffing and batting from what was seat stuff. Ah, look at that. Found a horn ring. And I see something else on the floor that sparked my interest. This is very exciting. Sorry, I went the wrong way. I'm excited. I'm excited. Because I didn't know where this was. But lo and behold, there's a key in here. I don't know what it goes to. It's got some rust on it. I'm gonna clean it up. See if I can get the guides cleaned up. Not now, later. But this is a big find. I'm gonna put this up here. So yes, that's a big find. Key. Found a key. It doesn't look like an original key. It looks like a dupe. But it's a key. That's why I'm not just sucking all this stuff up. I'm not an archaeologist. I would never claim to be. I have friends who are archaeologists. But I would never claim that I know what I'm doing. This looks like a dime. Probably worth 10 cents. But yeah, this is all stuff. It's almost like I need a sifting screen to go through this. This looks like it's hard, it's flexible, brittle. But this might be good to get under here. And again, if you really want to get your barn find, then go out and get one. I'm not trying to rob you from experience if you're trying to buy this car. Just really want to know the most accurate way I can describe this to someone who's not physically here to look at it. There's a ton of stuff behind it. Alright, I guess I gotta just break this up into groups, so why don't we start with this group right here. Although it's small, it does the job. And I'm glad I'm indoors. Even though we're in Southern California and it's like 90 degrees outside, I am happy to be here. So let's go through this. Little things that look like hog rings, which are used to put this. Get all these up. My parents bought this car used. They had a 327 short block put in it in 1964. My uncle used to work at a Chevy dealership. He was a hot rodder himself. He used to race up at Lime Rock Park. So they put in a short block. Alright, so it looks like, what do we have here? More to be. One at a time. Let's get back over here. Just gonna pull this thing. Make a little sifter. I really should just get a sifter. But I don't plan on pulling out dinosaurs. A lot of little seat rings. If you thought you were just going to drop a battery in this, fire it up and go driving down the road, this is not the car. This was stored in my parents' garage. Looks like a piece of metal. It's metal. Put it up here. It was stored in my parents' garage. It was covered. As best as it was indoors, out of the elements. But it has not moved. There's another metal part. It has not moved since I took it out in the summer of 2025. It has not seen the outside since 1985. So, 85, 95, 2005, 40 years? Yeah. This is 40 years of just stuff. What do you call it? Wires. My uncle, who put the motor in this car, is not with us anymore. He passed away a good 10, 20 years ago. And my father has Alzheimer's, so he's not very much in any capacity to give us details. My mom is up there in age, and memories are memories. I have to work with what's physically in front of me. So when someone says the keys are in the car, I have no keys in the car. When someone says it ran last when it was parked last, I witnessed it run, but it was pink at that point. Which, yeah, I haven't even looked at the fuel in here. I am gonna drain the oil at some point when we try to get the motor to turn over. And floor, solid. We are currently on the West Coast. This car came from the East Coast. To say that it never saw rain or snow would be a lie, because I have a set of snow tires that come with this car. You can imagine trying to drive this 300 horsepower 3-speed with snow tires. Believe me, no power steering or power brakes. You got the steering wheel that is probably bigger than my IQ. So it looks like we got most of this stuff. I'm gonna switch the camera around, shoot down in here to show you what's all done this way. There's a lot of just little stuff behind here. Probably go maybe handheld and show you a little bit. Just a lot of little stuff. I was just making sure there wasn't any paperwork or someone put keys or envelopes full of money. And it's funny because I have seatbelt brackets. Seatbelts. Yeah. So yeah, why don't we go handheld? Just bring this down here. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, so as you can see, there's just a lot of little stuff in here. See if I can get a better light there. Yeah, so there's just a lot of little stuff. A lot of little stuff that's just nothing there. And in this cavern, I'm not a professional camera person either. So yeah, some stuff under here. I'll probably try to dig through what that is. I don't know what that is. It's like plastic. It almost feels like some sort of Bondo, but I don't know what all this wiring is. I'm just trying to push all this little stuff under the bracket that's left here. Yes, when I trailered this car across country, a lot of people were like, "Ah, yeah, just get in and drive it." Just like, this thing needs brakes, dude. This thing has to run. I understand the excitement, but yeah, it looks like just debris, no treasures. So I'm gonna just scoop all this stuff out. Ooh. Yeah, thought it was a penny. My dreams would have come true. My camera back up in here. All right, guys. I decided to cut the carpet because it was just falling apart as I was vacuuming it. Nobody is going to restore that carpet. They do make new carpets for this. This is not a one-off special show car. And with that, I will start setting up on the other side to do the passenger seat. There's a lot of debris in here. I'm just making sure there's nothing super valuable or something that goes to the car that is going to get sucked up with the vacuum cleaner. My dad was a amateur CB operator, so I know there was a CB in this car at some point. There's some suspect wiring to stuff that I'm going to remove. Not because I'm trying to restore the car, that if the engine does freely turn over at the crank, I do want to power this up and I do not want to fire. So I'm going to eliminate things like these wires that I'm sure don't go to something. Figure something out. I mean, it's not the way I do things. This is the way I'm doing things now. So there we go. If this floats your boat and you want to buy it, it will be for sale. And one of the reasons I'm cleaning it is to give a fair representation of what the car looks like. And I'm documenting all this before I sell it and before I do videos that show the condition of the car. I just want to show you what it was like before. And I'm not trying to sell it like this to give a barn find aesthetic, patina, the whole thing. You want to know if the floors are rusted. You want to know this seat frame looks in really great condition. That one doesn't. Why? I don't know. Wasn't stored outdoors, it was stored indoors with a cover, and that cover over the years deteriorated to the point where it did not provide much shelter. So yeah, I'm just going through it and just kind of picking stuff up. I'm going to go through all of this hosing and wiring that's not needed. That's going to be in another video. Right now I'm just trying to get the debris out of here so I can safely work. This does not look like it's from the car. This is a visor that should go here. It looks like the wood broke off of it. So anything for the car we're going to put up there. I am not an audio expert. This looks like some sort of amplification system. We will work on it at another point. This is wiring that goes somewhere to something. Regular bullet terminated. Obviously it was in the car when it was painted. The car is originally a black car. They painted it in the late 60s. They went to this green. Okay, so a lot of screws, bolts. These are industrial bolts, not things for the car. I don't need the cap for the tire, but let's keep it anyway. Yeah, your barn find could be this too. Yeah, so there's like, this is definitely a CB radio type of material. My dad was a CB'er in the day. Don't ask me what his handle was. I know he had a beam in the backyard. I know he had several CBs and had friends that all were CB'ers. Yeah. People don't even know what CBs are. I'm talking like, you all know what a CB is, Citizens Band Radio. I'm not trying to say I'm old, and I'm not. I am as old as I am when I die and someone puts it on paper. So yeah, we're gonna get all this stuff picked up. I've gone through this stuff, and I'm going to start vacuuming. We'll work from there. All right, let's get the vacuum. Alright, so this is it. This is the passenger seat. As I said, I'm just cleaning right now. I'll be taking care of. In the next video, I'll be doing the top, going through this wiring. I'll be doing a more thorough video afterwards when I'm getting ready to sell the car, highlighting all the things. Floor, no holes, it's solid. And I said I'm trying to make the most accurate representation for people and show everything that's wrong with the car. Like, there's a crack in the windshield. The car only has 5,000 miles on it. And the interior is all in these boxes. I took everything off the car when I transported it because I did not want it to disappear while in transport somehow. Even though I was transporting it. Yeah. Okay. Next video, next time. See ya.